General Michael Flynn's case is winding its way through the legal system, and Flynn has fired his legal team and hired a new defense attorney. One America's Jack Posobiec sat down with Flynn's brother to learn more about his case.
We'd love to welcome to One America News here. We're sitting down with Joe Flynn, the spokesman for the Mike Flynn Legal Defense Fund.org, and also the youngest brother of General Mike Flynn. Joe, thank you so much for being with us today.
Jack, thanks for having me on. Really appreciate it.
So we've seen a huge development in General Flynn's case where he seems to be sort of changing his legal strategy. He's changed teams now, essentially. He's got rid of the former, he had a big law firm that he was working with, got rid of them. Now he's got a new legal defense team that's headed by Sidney Powell. Tell me, what is the new strategy?
Sidney made her requests to extend things out so that she could wrap her head around the case. There's 20,000 documents to read. And one other interesting aspect that happened on Monday, which obviously we all observed, was she requested security clearances for herself and her team, which means that she's going to be looking for information in there that hasn't been provided from the Brady perspective.
Now, from a Brady perspective, break that down for me. What kind of information does she think that she's going to be able to find if the judge does come back and grant her that security clearance?
Well, I don't know specifically, but I can imagine there's things like 302s and possibly even the conversation with Ambassador Kislyak. This is all classified information that she, in defense of her client, should probably have access to. And I think, and again, I don't know this for sure, but I think that's why she raised that question in the courtroom.
One thing that we saw in the Mueller report was a very small reference that was in there that caught a lot of people's attention that talked about a prior investigation of General Flynn and possible prior surveillance. What do you think that was?
It's clear that there was surveillance going on General Flynn, probably as far back as when he left the military, and most likely because he was such a vocal opponent of the ISIS strategy and the Iran strategy of the Obama administration, which of course kind of propelled him into the spotlight in the political spotlight during the 2016 campaign.
What is it like for you guys the past couple of years, seeing the general going from the position he was in to where it is now? What's it like being family during all that?
To hear words like traitor and to hear words like sellout, those are the things that really disgust us. Now, being kind of silenced in all this, it's been very, very difficult to swallow and to listen to this from mainstream media people who have no idea of the background and the sacrifices that General Flynn and his family have made. And no one ever prepares, financially, morally, or spiritually for an assault like this. And when you're one person against the U.S. government and the amount of firepower, legal firepower that the U.S. government throws at you, and now we're going on 3 years, you're in a really difficult spot. We still need support, we still need help, but it's just not something you prepare for.
Where can people go if they want to support?
Well, we have a website called www.mikeflynndefensefund.org. Any support that people can continue to give us as we kind of ramp up our new strategy, we greatly appreciate.
Joe Flynn, thank you so much for being on today. Best of luck to you and your family. We're praying for you.
Thank you.
Want to see more videos like this? Click on the link below and subscribe to One America News on YouTube, and call your cable provider and kindly demand that One America News is added to your lineup. Call and subscribe today.